Hello everyone, Graz here once again, and it is that time of the month. Once again, it is the state of the game for the month of May, so we'll discuss a few things and an announcement coming up at E3 for Terraria. So we'll speculate a little bit on that as well, because who knows what's coming down the pipeline. So hold on to your butts, cause here we go. First up, we have the PC edition, and not much is really going on this month, so we have heard some spoilers, but other than that, there's nothing new for 1.36, but they do tell us to tune in to the 2019 PC Gaming Show part of E3 to see an announcement. Now, they don't say what the announcement is, so all we can do really is speculate at this time. Now, chances are it probably will have something to do with 1.36, but I feel like this is something more to it. Like, they could also announce that there's a big boss coming in this patch update, so who knows? We don't really know just yet, but it could be an event, it could be a boss. At this time, we simply just don't know, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to announce, and hopefully at this time they'll also tell us when a release date is planned. Next up, we have the mobile edition, which I know a lot of you have been waiting for. Now, we're going to get to the fun part in a minute, but first I'm going to get to the more serious part, talking about legacy items and things that are going to change with 1.3. When consoles got updated, older content like Akram and Dragon Armor and things like that were turned into legacy items. Well, with the mobile edition, that won't happen. They're just going to simply be wiped out. So does that mean you lose out if you have Souls of Blight and you're not going to get anything in return? Well, technically you should get something, but unfortunately it means the Souls of Blight, Akram, and again, everything Dragon Armor and all will be pulled from the game. Again, you will get some kind of compensation, but those sprites and all will be yanked out. DR Studios and Relogic know this is a controversial decision, but in the process they're trying to centralize and streamline everything to make updating the game easier down the road, so that way they won't have to do a whole bunch of adjustments and tweaks and have a bunch of bugs that otherwise wouldn't have happened in other editions. So with that out of the way, let's get into the fun stuff. We actually have a couple pictures here to show off. The first picture is going to give us an idea of what it looks like on a general mobile screen. Again, we have the controls on the bottom part with, it looks like, some custom controls you can also set up down there, which is really cool. Of course, on the top left, you have your hotbar, which you can kind of flick over on. I kind of like that. And we also get an example of how the chat screen will work. As you can see up at the top, there's a chat bar you could use with another player commenting. So that's pretty cool as we have a little multiplayer session going on here. Now, in the next image, we have two devices here. We have the iTablet with the game on it, as well as a mobile phone. So that's pretty cool. We get an idea of how it scales and what it looks like. Now, I would have liked to have seen the Moon Lord on one of these devices to see how he scales, but beggars can't be choosers, so it is what it is. But either way, I think it still looks pretty good, and hopefully everything continues along smoothly. Currently, there's been no announcement for a release date or time for 1.3 mobile, so we'll have to continue to wait and see when something comes up. Again, when it does, I'll make a video and certainly release it as soon as possible. But that's going to do it for 1.3 mobile edition this month. So now we're going to take a sidestep and go right to the Switch edition of Terraria and see that some pretty cool things are going on. They're going to have touch support, which I think is really awesome. I feel like along with the Joy-Cons, that's going to give it that much more control on the game, and I'm just really excited about it. Now, I'm not going to post all the functions here. If you want to see those, check out the link in the video description. It'll take you right to the State of the Game post where you can go ahead and see all the functions, but here's just a few of them. You can actually select items on the hotbar with a single press. You can use the pinch motion to adjust your zoom. You can press to use the item currently selected in your hotbar. You can actually press the mini map to instantly activate a full map, which is very useful. And you can actually double tap the hotbar to open up your inventory, which I think is also good. And another one I think that's going to be really helpful is pressing and holding while dragging to move your items around in your inventory. That one's a really good one. So again, there's going to be a lot of functions. These were just a couple that I mentioned. Check out that link, and it's going to be really exciting to see this because I feel like it's going to bring out the full potential of Terraria on the Switch edition by allowing these touch functions in there. At this time, there's been no announcement when the game will be released for the Switch, so we have to wait once again to see when something comes out. Once something does, I'll make a video to follow it up as well. And speaking of video, they do plan to release a video of some action on the Switch, so we'll get an idea of how it works at some point. They released it would come out soon, so we'll have to wait for that. But coming in last, but certainly not least, is the console editions, because they just recently got patch 1.31. If you want to go ahead and check out the patch notes, there's a link down below in the video description, and you can also go to the State of the Game post and check that out as well. If there's any bugs, there'll also be a contact form where you can go ahead and submit those for them. Other than that, they are planning the next patch, which is going to be 1.35, and that patch is going to combine several other patches, and 1.35 will basically put the console editions on par with the PC edition. Now, of course, there's no date or time with that just yet, so again, we'll have to wait for that, but that's very good news indeed, because it's going to bring console players on par with PC players. That's really cool. But yeah, a lot of things to cover this month, so this may actually be one of the longest State of the Game videos I've made. So anyway, if you enjoyed it or found this video very informative, please be sure to slap a like on it, as it helps the channel out greatly and gives me a little boost on YouTube's analytics. It's very helpful. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified when new videos and live streams become available. I'll continue to cover Terraria on this channel, and I also have a Let's Play channel where I'll cover other games as well. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, that is Elemental Factor Plays, but I don't have much on there right now, so again, don't expect much going on there just yet. When I go back to night work, I will start uploading more videos on that channel. Thank you so much for watching, lovelies. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend, and I will see you again next time.